Have you ever wondered why some guys seem to have a magnet for women, while others try until they sweat and nothing happens? Spoiler, it's not luck or magic. There's a secret, my friend, that separates those who succeed from those stuck in boring conversations. And the best part, this secret has nothing to do with being a millionaire, a heartthrob, or TikTok famous. It's about something almost nobody understands, but it can completely change the game for you. Imagine this. An average guy walks into a party. No flashy clothes, no rehearsed lines to shine. Within minutes, he has a group around him. People are laughing, talking, and the energy just flows. Across the room, there's another group overthinking their perfect approach and awkward silence. Sound familiar? The difference is that the guy at the party knows something you haven't discovered yet. But don't worry, because that's about to change. And no, it's not about cheap tricks or pickup lines you found on Google. The secret lies in something much deeper and more genuine: emotional attraction. Want to know the most common mistake? Focusing only on what to say while ignoring how you say it and the vibe you project. The result? Shallow conversations with no spark, leaving you wondering where things went wrong. The good news is that this can change quickly once you understand what I'm about to share with you. In this video, I'll teach you what truly attracts women and how to use it in your daily life. It's rare knowledge, but it has the power to completely transform your game. Tired of stumbling through conversations or being paralyzed by the fear of rejection? Stick with me, because the next steps will open your mind in ways you can't imagine. The truth is, most guys don't even realize they're messing up when they try to talk to a woman. It's not the line they use, but the intention behind it. Many come in desperate to impress, like, look how amazing I am, please validate me. And guess what? That pressure ruins everything. It's like trying to perform a magic trick while everyone watches, waiting for you to fail. Now think about it. How do you feel when someone tries too hard to impress you? Annoying, right? Feels like a job interview. For women, it's the same. When you overdo the I'm funny, smart, and cool act, it just screams insecurity, like saying, please approve of me, and guess what happens next? The conversation dies before it starts. Another classic mistake: agreeing with everything she says. She loves a movie you hate? Wow, I love it too. Buddy, that's not charming. It's self-cancellation. Women like men with their own opinions, not someone who turns into a mirror just to please them. Having convictions shows strength, and that's incredibly attractive. So here's the deal. Relax. Stop trying to win the conversation. Let go of the need to be perfect and just be real. That pressure to impress? Drop it. When you stop forcing it, the conversation flows and the connection happens. In the next few minutes, I'll show you how to put this into practice and transform your conversations in ways you won't believe. Before you think about what to say to a woman, stop and reflect. How do you see yourself? The way you perceive yourself sets the tone for any interaction. If you walk in carrying insecurities like, will she like me? Trust me, it'll show. You don't even need to open your mouth for her to notice. It's in your tone of voice, your slouched posture, or the way your eyes beg for approval. The first secret is simple. Start believing you already have value. You know the classic mistake: seeing women as judges of your worth, as if they're there to decide if you deserve attention. Newsflash: they want genuine, lighthearted moments, not a validation contest. When you put someone on a pedestal, you put yourself on the floor. This creates an invisible barrier that kills any chance of a real connection, and it happens before you even say hi. True confidence isn't acting like a tough guy or pretending to be indifferent. It's about being okay with yourself, even if the conversation doesn't go as planned. Need a practical example? Think of rejection as a no to pepperoni pizza. You like it, but if it's not available, that's fine. There's still sausage. The more you let go of the need to please, the more relaxed and natural you seem. And guess what? That's magnetic. Attraction at its core starts with self-respect. When you see yourself as valuable, it reflects in how you act, how you talk, even in the small habits you have. This confidence, built over time, is something women notice even before you say your first hi. Stick with me, and in the next step, I'll show you how to turn this mindset into actions that make a real difference. Here's a secret. Attraction isn't about logic. It's about emotion, pure instinct. That's why rattling off your emotional resume or listing your qualities like, I'm funny, polite, love animals, won't cut it. The female brain operates with an emotional radar, an invisible scanner that picks up your vibe before you even try to impress. It's quick, automatic, and spoiler alert, you can't fake it with words. This radar catches everything: your tone of voice, how you occupy space, the way you smile, or even how you cross your arms. Here's the trick. A guy who's calm and at ease sends positive signals to the radar, while one who's nervous or desperate sends out stay away alerts. That's why trying too hard backfires. The irony is that the secret isn't in doing something extraordinary. It's in aligning how you feel inside with what you show outside. Women are drawn to traits that signal emotional value: confidence, humor, and natural social leadership. It's not about being perfect, nobody is, but about showing you're stable and fun to be around. Women are attracted to guys who respond well to their surroundings and people, not someone constantly walking on eggshells to please them. Think about the last time you met someone who seemed to light up the room. It wasn't because they were showing off. They were just comfortable being themselves. That's the secret. The more at ease you are in your own skin, the more her radar picks you up as someone interesting. Now I'll teach you how to activate this consciously and maybe become that guy everyone notices without knowing why. Stick around. Before you say anything, your body is already speaking for you. And, my friend, body language is your first business card. Simple things like keeping your shoulders back and relaxed make you look confident without trying too hard. But if you're all slouched, leaning forward, or fidgeting, the message is different. I'm nervous, help me. The trick: occupy your space with balance. Not like a peacock, but also not like a shrinking post. And what about eye contact? A steady, relaxed gaze is halfway to building a connection. But hold up, it's not about staring like you're in a blink-off contest or creeping someone out. That's weird. The key is to show you're present without looking like a stalker. Find the sweet spot between attentive and casual, and you'll exude confidence while keeping things natural. Even the way you move matters. Confident men have slower, purposeful movements. Picture someone strolling across the room, head held slightly high. Now compare that to a guy rushing and tripping over his own feet. It's like a silent commercial. The way you walk and gesture says, I've got this. Here's a ninja tip: strategic retreat. During a conversation, stepping back or breaking eye contact for a moment works magic. It's like leaving a hint of independence in the air. This subtle move creates curiosity, as if to say, I'm here because I want to be, not because I have to be. Next, I'll show you how to combine this with the right conversation to become a magnet for women. Talking isn't just about saying nice things, it's about creating a good vibe as the conversation flows. Here's a simple formula to keep things smooth: 50%-30%-20%. Half the time, explore her world. Ask questions, but don't sound like a detective grilling her. Be genuinely curious. Her stories, dreams, hobbies, even her dog. The secret? Let her feel you're sincerely interested. For 30%, bring the environment into the conversation. Something funny happening around you, a song playing, or even a humorous observation about the place. This keeps the vibe light and gives both of you a breather. It's like a pause, not just for her, but for you too. The last 20% is about you, but with a touch of mystery. Don't dump your entire life story at once. Drop intriguing details like, there's a funny story about the time I tried that, but I'll spare you the disaster for now. This sparks curiosity and makes her want to know more. Think of yourself as a movie trailer that teases just enough to make people want to watch. No spoilers. The trick? Balance humor with vulnerability. Jokes and funny remarks build connection, but the moments that truly stick are the ones where you show a confident, more authentic side. It's this mix of lightheartedness and sincerity that turns conversations into memorable experiences. Want more tips? I'll show you how to use mystery as your secret weapon to attract and keep her attention. Mystery is like a great TV show that ends every episode with a "to be continued." It leaves you wondering what's next. In conversations, it's the same thing. It's not about being closed off or unapproachable, but about sharing in a way that makes the other person curious. Like, that reminds me of an unforgettable trip I took, but I'll tell you about it another time. Just that plants the question, what trip? It's like a verbal wink. Another golden tip: give creative answers to common questions. When someone asks what you do for work, instead of saying I'm an engineer or I work in sales, try something like I solve intriguing problems by day and train for my secret hero career by night. Boom. Now they're laughing or asking more questions, and the conversation takes off. Mystery lives in unexpected details. But it's not just in what you say, it's in how you act. Show interest, but keep a touch of unpredictability. If she asks about your weekend plans, don't give a full itinerary. Say something like, I've got something in mind, but I'm saving the best for a last-minute adventure. That leaves a loose end. And guess what? Everyone loves solving loose ends. Remember, creating mystery isn't about manipulation, it's about pacing. If you spill everything up front, you lose the intrigue. Hold back a bit and give space for the other person to invest, ask questions, and engage. And of course, in the next step, I'll show you how to turn these strategies into everyday actions. But first, here's a quick note. Have you ever imagined what it would feel like to have the full attention of that seemingly unattainable woman? What if there was a simple yet powerful way to turn that fantasy into reality, without changing who you are or pretending to be someone you're not? The obsession method isn't just another empty promise. It's a proven approach, backed by cutting-edge psychological studies. This method will create a connection so deep and genuine that she won't want to be anywhere but with you. Now think about this. Would you rather keep seeing her in someone else's arms, or be the man she chooses, dreams about, and can't get out of her head? With the obsession method, you'll have the tools to spark an irresistible and undeniable attraction. Take the first step and try it out. Check the first comment on this video and change your life with women today. Knowing the theory is great, but without practice, it's like having a new game and never opening it. The key to standing out in conversations is getting hands-on. You don't need to start big. Talk to the store clerk, the cashier, or even your neighbor in the elevator. These simple interactions help you build confidence and flow. It's a warm-up for when the real game begins. The biggest hurdle? Fear of messing up. But let me tell you something. Messing up is part of the process. Nobody becomes a pro soccer player after their first kick. Every conversation is a chance to learn what works, adjust your approach, and improve. The goal isn't to be perfect every time, but to get more comfortable each time. Every mistake is just another step toward the confidence you're aiming for. After each interaction, take a minute to think what went well, what could have been different. But take it easy, no beating yourself up. It's a reflection to grow, not to judge. The more you allow yourself to experiment and accept that not every conversation will be epic, the more fun the process becomes. It's like a game. Sometimes you win, sometimes you learn, and most importantly, trust the process. This skill doesn't develop overnight, but with consistency, every conversation brings you closer. Celebrate small wins, that smile, that spontaneous laugh, that mutual gaze. You already have the tools. Subscribe to the channel and check out the next video now, playing on your screen.